Hey guys, I'm Beck and welcome to my very first ever YouTube video for Sassy Pigeon HQ. I've never made a video before, so please be kind. I'm setting up the month of September in my bullet journal and I'm going to be using the sunflower sticker kit from Planning with Kay. Um, Planning with Kay puts out awesome content on Instagram and has some amazing stickers that you can purchase at her website planningwithkay.com, so go check her out. I'm really loving the little bees and ladybugs on this kit. I think they're super cute, and coming into spring I thought why not inject some bright colours into my bullet journal. So for this calendar, each day is going to be getting a box that is 6 grid spaces by 6 grid spaces. This is a 5mm grid and I'm using a Scribwell dot journal from Amazon. I'm really happy with the quality of these journals. I've used them several times. The pages are 120 GSM and I think there's about 190 pages in them. I'm married with 3 kids who are 10, 8 and 6. I work part-time and I've also just opened my own Etsy store for Sassy Pigeon HQ selling stickers, so life's pretty hectic. I like to use my bullet journal to keep track of all the things that are happening, to reduce my mental load, knowing that it's all safe in one place where I can refer back to it, and it's also a really relaxing creative outlet for me. Down the right hand side of the page I'm putting a decorative sticker with Luna the cat, and I've also put the days of the week across the top. I'm using this sticker book that I got from an Australian store called Spotlight for some extra decoration. I'm using this quote sticker that says be the very best version of you, and that's going to go just on the top left hand side. A little bit more decoration for balance across the top here, and then I'm going to go in with my Tombow Jewel brush pen using the firm tip end to write in the September header. My setup needs a little bit of playing with because where the light was situated I couldn't actually see the top of my bullet journal properly while creating this, and you'll notice as I'm writing all these letters start getting slowly smaller and smaller. Classic. But hey, that's what part of bullet journaling is. It's about embracing your mistakes or things you're not happy with. It doesn't all have to be perfect. It is just for you, unless you decide to put it on YouTube, but that's a different story. Going in with my first bee from this kit, I'm really in love with these bees. I could use them all the time. And I'm also going to go in with a ladybug or two. I think these are super cute. So I put one near the bee, and then the second one I get a bit flustered at the placement of it and give up, so I stick it on the other side. When I lay in stickers, I prefer to do them with tweezers. I have no imagination, so I find it hard to visualize where the sticker looks best. So by using tweezers, I can get my hand out of the way, line things up pretty close to where I want them. Sometimes they need minor adjustments, but otherwise, I find it just a lot easier. Now I'm going to do the number dots for the calendar. This is a thank you card from Planning with Kay, and I like to keep them for a bit of scrap paper, so I'm just using some Crayola Super Tips. You can find them everywhere like Big W, Officeworks, Kmart. I highly recommend. They're really great for bullet journaling and even lettering. So I'm using an orange colour and a yellow colour, and I'll be alternating the colours across the calendar for these date circles. With my yellow texter, I just want to take a second to acknowledge how janky it is. Ugh, kids, this is why we can't have nice things. So anyway, she's pushing through. She's doing a good job, making everything yellow like I want. So I'm going to go through and number all these pages, and the last few days on this calendar that are actually October, I'm going to do it in a pale Tombow. So moving on to the next spread now, this is going to be a combo page of my habit tracker on the left hand side and a daily review on the right hand side. So I'm putting in this number strip from the Planning with Kay kit again, and I'm just cutting off the rounded tip on the end so that when I have taken out the 31, I can then attach that back onto the strip to make it look even. I'm throwing in a flag sticker at the bottom for a bit of colour, and then I'll put in this habit tracker header on top of that, and then I'm going to rule it up so I can separate the habits from the days of the week, and also so I can separate it from the daily review. Now might be a good time to talk about my manicure. It's care of my 6-year-old, so it's absolutely beautiful. It's looking a bit scrappy now, but I just don't have the heart to remove it. So being that this is my first video, I'm obviously super great at keeping everything in the frame. Now I'm going to add a number strip for my daily review, and you will just have to imagine what's happening outside of this frame because you can't see it. Joke's on you. Haha. So I'm just going to rule around the outside before I do my header across the top. Normally I would put a mood tracker in with my daily review, so I'd leave a space next to the number to colour in either a square or a circle, and I'd put a key across the top to indicate my mood, but for whatever reason I just haven't bothered with that this month. I think the daily review itself will be enough for me. Now I'm just deciding what headers I want to use. I definitely like this one at the bottom, but I want it to be bigger to just have more colour on the page. So I decide to get the scissors out and cut this sticker in half. I know there are a few people who don't love cutting the stickers, but I'm going to do it. I'm just going to attach all of these together to make one big header sticker, and I really love how it turns out. I'm going to pop in this daily review header sticker, and that side of the spread is done. Even though I'm sure you guys can work out what's happening here. Just as an example, I'm going to put in some habits. I do like to leave a little bit of space when I do a new monthly setup, just so that when the month does start, if there's anything else I want to add to a habit tracker, I do have room to still do that. So now we're moving on to some weekly spreads. I'm going to go ahead and stick in this header sticker across the top, and I'm going to use one to mirror on the other side. One little sticker hack: when you're trying to match up something that is the same sticker, you can lay it upside down on the sticker you've already placed in, and then just lay your page on top of that so that you know that they're lined up where you want them. Ta-da! Smashed it. I'm going to apologise in advance for this part. I hadn't actually ruled this all up in lead pencil or anything, so I'm just kind of making it up as I go, which makes it for very unsatisfied viewing because it is very haphazard and I do lines all over the place until I've done them all. I'm going to be ruling up 12 squares, 1 square for each day of the week, and then I have a few spare squares which I will fill with decoration, a meals list and a to-do list. I like having a meals list because I always plan out our weekly meals for the family, but I don't necessarily assign the meals to a day. I think it's a lot easier for us if I have those meals there ready to go, but I can pick and choose when we have them depending on how much time we've got, if something's come up and we don't have as much time for cooking as we plan to, or if we do have a bit more time and we can fit in a different kind of meal. Next, I'm going to use these little banner stickers across the top of each of the squares where I decide to put the days. I think these ones are really cute. and later I will put a number in underneath the banner itself. So I've just put in some decoration, and now this box is going to be my task list for the week, where I can just put in any of my top priorities. Often I like to keep the dot checklist on the page, and I just stick on what I need and trim the rest off without peeling the whole strip off of the sticker sheet. Back in with my yellow Crayola Super Tip, and this box over here is going to be my meals box for the week. More decoration in this top right hand box. You'll notice as I stick them in, I just stick down the bottom half of the sticker just to keep it in place while I place the rest of the stickers, and that way if I'm not happy with the layout, I can always easily peel them back up and replace them where I want them without having to cause too much trauma to the stickers or the paper itself. And another bee, because I love them. Whipping back out my trusty sticker book from Spotlight. There's some gold stickers in here. This one says be kind, and I thought that was super cute to put in on top of this decoration over here. And then I also find another sticker in here with life's tough, so are you, a quote that I can stick in that last empty box. I'm going to trim off all of the edges, and then I will lay that in. But before I do, because I've trimmed off the sides of this sticker, I want to put in just a little bit of colour to tie it together. So I'll go back to my orangey Crayola Super Tip and to just draw in a border for the sticker. Moving on now to the other side, I'm going to put in another weekly. Generally, if I have two weeklies next to each other, I don't like to do the same weekly, and I like to change it up just so it looks a bit different. So in this one, I'm going to be doing 7 horizontal boxes for the days of the week, leaving a column on the right hand side for a task list and some decoration. Just here with these flags, I got preoccupied about where the ladybug was, and I wanted to move it to the top before realising that I'm stupid and I haven't spun any of the others around, so I need to stop being an idiot and just flip it back around. Heading in with these days of the week initials, which we're going to go down the page, and then I will put in the number of the week underneath that. On Saturday, you'll notice I get a bit hesitant about covering up this ladybug. So in a second, I go back in and grab a spare ladybug and stick that back over the top. I'm going to use one of these big task stickers now for my priority task list for the week on the right hand side, and then some more circle checklist stickers. As I use up all the stickers, I like to consolidate them onto single pages so I can get rid of any unneeded clutter. I mean, who doesn't love a bit of decluttering? Alright, whipping out Old Mate sticker book again. I'm going to go with this Get Stuff Done sticker this time. And I thought it looked a little bit plain just by itself. So being a clear sticker, I figured I'll grab a couple of sunflowers and stick them underneath it, and that will brighten it up a little bit. And boom. So just a header, and then this spread is also done. Last but not least, I'm going to do one more weekly. So I'm going to run with the sunflowers along the bottom, which I think are so pretty. And then I'm going to put another header across the top and fill in my week in between. I'd love to know what your must-haves for your monthly bullet journal setups are, or if you don't have a bullet journal, does it look like something that would interest you, or something that you think could help you in some way? I'd love to know. Leave me a comment below. Now that I've done all the boxes and the days of the week, I'm going to put in this sunflower sticker and make this box my to-do list. So this sticker is a little bit too long. I'm just going to trim it in half and place these titles over the sunflower. Often I find it easier to leave the checkbox circles on the sticker sheet and just to stick on what I need and trim it off rather than peeling the whole strip off the sticker sheet. So I'm just going to go in with my Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush pen and put in all the numbers before adding some final decoration to complete this spread. I like changing up my spreads a lot, but if I had to choose, I would say I prefer a vertical layout better than a horizontal layout like this one. I don't know, I just think I can fit more in because quite often a lot of what's in my weekly spreads are just chunks of what's happening. Then not much detail or information goes into just the quick little tidbits that I put in there. So for this extra decoration, I'm just setting in some of these loose flower petals, like as if they're falling from the flowers above. I'm not sure how I feel about them when I look back at them, but I know once my spread's completed, they'll be really not that noticeable. But I am very happy with the 3 that I'm about to put in here that sit underneath the to-do list. This is the last spread I'm creating for this video, and of course it would not be complete without the last finishing touches of a couple of these gorgeous little bees that I cannot get enough of, and some little ladybugs. Boom, done. So I just thought I'd show you, these are all the stickers that I have left from this kit. So even though I've done heaps of spreads with these stickers and they're very sticker heavy, I still have some stickers left. So let's go and do a flip through now. I'm really happy with how all of these spreads turned out. My calendar is going to be filled up very soon with everything that's happening in the month, so I'm really excited to be able to fill that in. Next is my habit tracker and my daily review. I really love when these spreads are filled out, so I'll be excited to see what this looks like at the end of the month. My 2 weeklies and my next weekly. After this there'll be room for the rest of the weeks for September and some memory pages before October. If you've made it this far, I can't thank you enough for sharing in this first YouTube video of mine. I hope you like it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!